Okay, let's talk about something we've all felt. You get your credit card bill, you open it up, and your eyes just dart to that one little number, the minimum payment. Huh, it feels like a life raft, doesn't it? A small, totally manageable, responsible step. But what if that small step is actually walking you straight into a trap? Just think about that for a second. That tiny moment of, I'm okay for another month. It might be the single most expensive feeling you ever buy. Today, we're gonna pull back the curtain and show you exactly how this whole illusion works. So let's just get one thing straight right off the bat. The minimum payment option, it is absolutely not designed to help you get out of debt. Nope, it's a system that's built for one thing, lender profit, not your financial freedom.
So how does this trap really work? Well, it's clever because it starts not with the math, but with your brain. The whole system is designed to actually use our own natural human psychology against us.
The first psychological trick they use is something called the anchoring effect. See, our brains are always looking for shortcuts. When we see a bunch of numbers, we tend to latch on to or anchor to the first or most prominent piece of information we're given. And credit card companies, they know this inside and out.
Just look at this. On one side, you see that big, kind of scary number, $5,000. Yikes. But right next to it, they put this small, friendly, totally doable number, $100. That's the anchor. Your brain instantly grabs onto the smaller number, and you can almost feel the stress just melt away. The big debt feels less urgent because you've done the minimum, and your brain gives you a little hit of relief for it.
But it doesn't stop there. The next trick is all about something called present bias. And this is something we all do. We are hardwired as human beings to want good things now and push painful things off until later. We'll almost always choose immediate relief, even if it comes with a much, much bigger cost down the road. And that's the trap in action, right there. Paying off the full $5,000, well, that's painful right now. It means you can't buy something else today. But paying that tiny $100 minimum, that feels good right now. The stress is gone instantly. You're literally trading your long-term financial health for just a few seconds of comfort.
So the psychology is one half of the story. But the other half, that's the cold, hard math. And this is where the true cost of that easy payment becomes, well, honestly, it's kind of terrifying.
Let's use a really common example here. Say you've got a $5,000 balance on a credit card with a 20% interest rate or APR. The minimum payment is usually about 2% of the balance, so in this case, $100. Seems okay, right?
Wrong. So wrong. If you only pay that $100 minimum each month, it will take you over 20 years to pay off that debt. Let that sink in. 20 years. And here is the real gut punch. Over those 2 decades, you'll pay more than $5,000 in interest alone. That means you paid for whatever you bought in the first place, and then you paid for it all over again. That convenience just doubled the price tag on everything. You know what's really wild? It's how little progress you actually make. Look at this. After 5 full years, that's 60 payments, you've only knocked $1,000 off the original debt. Almost all of your money has just been feeding the interest. It is literally like trying to bail out a sinking boat with a teaspoon. So, that's the trap. It's a powerful 1-2 punch of sneaky psychology and brutal math. But here's the good news. You are not powerless. The key is to see the minimum payment for what it is. It's just a bad habit, and any habit can be broken and replaced with a better one. You see, this is the habit loop that keeps people stuck. The cue, the bill arrives in your inbox. The routine, you log in and pay that small minimum amount. The reward, that brief, fleeting feeling of relief. Do that enough times, and it just becomes automatic. So to break this cycle, you don't fight the cue. The bill is still gonna come. You just change the routine. When the bill arrives, your new routine is to pay more than the minimum. And guess what? The new reward is 1,000 times better. It's not just relief, it's the feeling of making real progress, of taking back control. And you don't have to suddenly find a ton of extra money overnight. Even an extra 50 or $100 makes a massive difference. You know the best way to do it? Automate it. Set up an automatic payment for just a little bit more than the minimum. It takes the emotion and the willpower out of the equation. You're basically setting up your future self for success. And the impact is just staggering. Look at this chart.
Just paying an extra $100 a month on that $5,000 debt saves you $3,000 in interest and gets you out of debt years and years sooner. That's a vacation, that's an emergency fund, that's money back in your pocket, not the bank's.
So really, when you get down to it, this is about way more than just changing a payment amount on a website. It's about a fundamental shift in your mindset. It's about seeing the system for what it is and making the decision to take back control of your own financial life. If you take one thing away from all this, let it be this. The minimum payment is not a goal. It's not a suggestion. It is a warning sign. It is the giant flashing red light on your financial dashboard telling you that you're in the danger zone.
And here's the most powerful part of all. Real change doesn't start when you get a raise or win the lottery. It starts the second you decide to fight back. Paying just one single dollar more than the minimum is a statement. It's a declaration of independence. It's you telling the system, I'm not playing your game anymore. So the real question isn't whether you can afford to pay a little bit more. The real question is, can you afford not to? So I'll leave you with this. Take a look at your own bills. What is your new goal payment going to be this month?